Do you believe it was the best decision, and why? It was absolutely the best decision because my relationships with food has changed forever. Everybody said to me if I did the surgery, oh, you won't be able to have a baby. Oh, this. Oh, you need to be careful. Oh, it's very extreme. Oh. Look, I did my research. I knew what I was doing, and everything is fine. I'm fine, okay? And I had a baby, and everything's okay. Thank you. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. I'm Debbie Crown. Guys, we haven't done a gastric sleep update. Can't talk. We haven't done a gastric sleep update in like 2 years, and in that time obviously I've had a baby. Life has just changed drastically, but guess what hasn't changed? My weight. I've literally maintained my weight loss from the gastric sleeve I had almost 3 years ago. Also, I get the same messages and same questions in my DMs on Instagram, so I thought that I would just run through the basics surrounding my surgery and then obviously update you on what has been going on with my body and how I've been able to maintain and all of that good stuff. But before we get into the video, today is Mask Monday, so I'm about to do a mask that I've been trying for the past weeks. Where's my brush? So the mask that I've been using for the past few Mask Mondays is the Teamy Green Detox Mask, and I love it. I heard it first from Carrie and Monique, but I never actually went to go try it out because I didn't know that they shipped to the UK, but they do ship to the UK. I'm gonna put my mask on while I talk to you guys about it, just to save some time. I feel like I need to pull this up because I actually have a spot right here, and I've had like really like dry, dull skin lately. And I just feel like my skin hasn't been like glowing and popping as per usual. But whenever I use this, you guys, it makes my skin immediately feel like softer, supple. When you first start using a mask, obviously you're not gonna see all of the like qualities and all the good stuff that comes with using the mask immediately. But with this one, because it's all natural products, you actually see like a difference. But over time you will see like the full effect of the mask. But with this, I get like supple skin and it just looks better. Like it looks like more vibrant, and I feel like I need that right now. You only need a little bit of this, by the way, guys. Every single time I try a product, I feel like I always like bath in the products, or when I'm spraying perfume, anything, I always put like a lot. But with this, you literally do not need a lot. So this is gonna last you so long. I still have my little swirl that comes with the with like the new mask on there, because I literally have just been using the size and you don't need a lot. I think I'm gonna leave it for 15 minutes actually. You can use it for either 10 or 15 minutes. I missed Mask Monday last week Monday, so I feel like I need those extra few minutes. I just want to go over where I've got a spot because yeah, that needs to go. Please remove all the gunk and stuff. I feel like I need like my face to feel a bit refreshed. I love Teamy because it's 100% organic, cruelty-free, vegan. The founder is a woman. Like, I never knew all of this about the brand before I actually got this collaboration. I heard about them from so many other YouTubers, but I never knew that they delivered to the UK, so I just never bothered to go look into them. But I've been loving the mask, and I'm gonna show you guys what my skin looks like after I wash it off. I'm gonna feel a difference. I don't know if you're gonna see it on camera. I hope you can see like a glow that I get after I use this mask. But if you don't, you're just gonna have to trust me on that. My skin looks better immediately after I use it. It's wild. It actually smells like I'm in a spa. Like, remember the spa that we went to in Turkey? That's how it smells. It smells so good. I love it. It has matcha, lemongrass and clay in it. Oh, nice. You can actually use this 4 times a week, you know, and I think it's because it's natural. It's made in the US as well. Oh, wow. I think I'm gonna start using it more, because I really feel like my skin needs, you know, a little extra something maybe. Wow, I didn't even know that. I never read this. BCW guys, before we get into the Q&A, I do have a discount code. If you want 20% off Teamy, then you can use my code CROWN and you'll get 20% off. You're welcome. So I've washed it off and I've gone in with my normal moisturizer. My skin feels so, I'm just looking at myself in the mirror. I'm just admiring myself in the mirror. My skin feels so supple, like supple. This is what I like. and doesn't look oily, this is just yes. All right, let's get into the gastric sleeve update. So if you've been living under a rock or you're new here, I did a video 4 months after my gastric sleeve, and I literally put all the details of the surgery, how I felt after it, you know, pre-op, post-op, everything. So I'm just gonna run through the basics real quick, and then we're gonna get into how life has been, you know, up until now, almost 3 years post-op. So I got my surgery on September the 4th, 2019. Yep, 2019. My starting weight was 102 kg, or I think that translates to 225 pounds. I'm only 5'3", so I qualified BMI wise for the surgery. Your BMI has to qualify for the surgery, so you can't just say, oh, I want to lose weight, I'm gonna go get a gastric sleeve. No honey, you actually have to qualify for it. Obviously, I wish that I had been able to, you know, lose the weight by myself through dieting and weight loss, but this completely changed the way that I look at food. Like, my relationship with food is completely different. Before, when I was that weight and that size, I could drive an hour to satisfy a craving. Right now, I can't even bother to go downstairs to go get food. Like, me and food, I love eating, I love cooking now, but it doesn't like control my life. Whereas before, I would have planned my next meals in the next like week. I'd be like, oh, on Thursday I'm gonna go to Pepe's, on flipping Sunday I'm gonna get KFC or whatever, and I'll be looking forward to it. I'll be so excited. What kind of life is that, please? Like, no, that was not life. So where did I get the surgery? I got the surgery in a private hospital in Turkey. I used Clinic Hub as the people that helped me arrange everything. So some people think Clinic Hub is an actual hospital or an actual surgeon, but no. Clinic Hub are just the middleman who help you book the surgeon, the hospital, the transfers from like when you land from the airport to your hotel, and then obviously transfers from hotel to hospital whenever you need to go. They book everything, and you obviously get to pick a surgeon. I had Professor Barbaros, and he's not with Clinic Hub anymore. He has his own separate practice now. Like, he works by himself now. He doesn't work with Clinic Hub anymore. How much did I pay for it? I paid £2,800 excluding my flights. So the £2,800 covered everything from the surgery, medication, hotel stay, hospital stay, transfers, everything. £2,800, that was all in. The £300 that I paid was for my flight, and that was it. So altogether, I always round down my surgery to like £3,000. I don't know how much it is now, but back then in 2019, that's how much it was. But those of you that don't know what a gastric sleeve is, a gastric sleeve is basically a surgery where they cut off like 75% of your stomach. I don't mean your actual stomach, like life here. They cut off like your stomach pouch, and they leave you with 25%, so that you're literally forced to portion control. And the sleeve is basically where they cut it and then they basically staple it to make it a new, not staple, I don't know what the medical term is, but kind of like sewing it to make it a smaller pouch, and then over time your pouch just extends, like gets a bit bigger. At first I could not eat at all. I could eat like one chicken wing in a go, and then it would take me like 2 hours to, you know, be ready to eat something else again. But now I can eat a whole meal, and I can gain weight. I have 2 friends who did the surgery after me that have gained weight, and now they're trying to lose the weight normally again. I have maintained my weight, and right now actually I've been on a healthy eating plan. I've been using Noom. You guys know, if you watched one of my hauls, I've been using Noom, and I've been exercising, and I'm under 12 stone. So let's talk about the weight loss, okay? So I do not remember like exactly, but I do have the video, the initial video I posted for you to go and fact check everything that I'm saying. So I think I initially lost 40 pounds. So I lost like 10 pounds a month for the first 5 months or so, and then after that the weight loss slowed all the way down, and I stopped losing weight at 9 months post-op. So 172 pounds is how much I weighed 9 months post-op. So 225. Wow, is that it? I only lost from the surgery 53 pounds. Actually, that's a lie. I think I went even lower than this. Go and check that video, you guys, or go check the videos afterwards, because I did a couple of like follow-ups. I've even gone up like when I was pregnant. We're gonna get into that. So yeah, I think I was a little bit let's say I lost like 60 pounds from the surgery, because I'm pretty sure I lost a little bit more than that. Let me not lie to you guys, I don't remember how much exactly I lost in the first 9 months. I remember that I lost around 10 pounds per month for the first 4 or 5 months, and then after I know that the weight loss slowed down drastically, and then I just maintained 12 stone 4 pounds. So I think I went under 12 stone 4 pounds, and then from eating normally again, my normal resting weight was just 12 stone 4 pounds, so I went up a little bit. Let's go with that. Yeah, so from then, so let's say from the first year, I've maintained 12 stone 4 pounds for absolute years. I obviously had a baby. How did gastric sleeve affect me having a baby? It didn't. The only thing was I was booked in for extra scans because I had the gastric sleeve, but I never had any like symptoms or any emergencies or anything that came up from me, you know, having the gastric sleeve during my pregnancy. I could eat normally, a normal like meal, by the time that I got pregnant. So I got pregnant in 2020, no, the beginning of 2021, because I had my baby in September. I had my baby September the 18th, 2021, so I got pregnant in January of 2021. So over a year and 4 months after the sleeve is when I got pregnant, and so I could eat like a normal, you know, meal. Like if I wanted to eat a normal calories, I would just eat like 6 meals throughout the day, like small meals. I didn't gain weight from my pregnancy. I didn't look pregnant until I was like 7 or 8 months. I still look slim during pregnancy. Like, yeah, it's crazy. I still looked normal, like my normal weight during pregnancy. I never ate a lot, like, because I felt like, yeah, I didn't have cravings or anything. And apparently one of the side effects of having a gastric sleeve is that you don't really get cravings anymore, but I do crave stuff. But in pregnancy I just didn't, and I just feel like pregnancy affects people in different ways. I know people that have gotten pregnant after like 6 months of having the sleeve done. So literally I just feel like the sleeve did not affect my pregnancy at all. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably know that I posted I had a different surgery, which wasn't cosmetic or anything. It was an emergency situation, so it was NHS. I had to go get like a little surgery, and I was talking about how scared I was to go and get it. And it's so crazy because with the gastric sleeve, I would still do the gastric sleeve again, because with the gastric sleeve, obviously I got to pick my surgeon, I got to research my surgeon, I trusted him, and I wasn't afraid. And also the mortality rate for the gastric sleeve is literally less than 1%. It's 0.0 something percent. Like, it's ridiculous how low the mortality rate is. So just make sure you go to a board certified surgeon, or if you wanted to go through somewhere like Clinic Hub, make sure you ask loads of questions, pick your surgeon, even if you're going through somewhere like Clinic Hub, to make it easier for you. I'm a lazy person, which is why I went through Clinic Hub, because I didn't want to have to organize everything with myself, like that they were going to organize for me, which is why I went through them. So if you're going to go through them, make sure you still do all of the research that you possibly can. Yeah, what else? Scars, I still have my scars and they look like keloids. They're like flat keloids, but that's because I never use scar sheets. I told every single person that went to do surgery and asked me for advice, I told them to get scar sheets. Get scar sheets, and nobody did, and the majority of them have keloids. Like, if I was to ever get another surgery again, then I would 150% be using scar sheets, and I do plan on getting rid of them. I've just been super lazy. I can do cryotherapy to get rid of them. So if you do have keloids or scars that you want to go away, look into cryotherapy. Apparently it really works. Or you can just get them injected, or you can have scar removal surgery. They don't really bother me like I thought that they would, but I do plan on getting rid of them because, you know, aesthetics and whatnot. I want to look like the best I've ever looked before. But yeah, a couple of things that affected me immediately after surgery. I wasn't able to eat bread. It made me feel really sick after surgery. I don't know why, but now, almost 3 years post op, I eat bread every single day. I love bread. Another thing, I used to love fizzy drinks. I'd hardly drink them now, because I hardly crave them. I only craved 7-Up while I was pregnant, and that's the only thing that I really like indulged in when I was pregnant, but that never like made me gain weight. Also, someone said that they still can't drink water. I'm sure they've just had their surgery, because now I can down water, like, maybe. I can keep going. I don't regret the surgery. I would get it done 50, 100 times. It changed my life. When I started doing the inclusive pause, I started thinking, oh, I wish I had just like done it naturally. but everything happened the way that it was meant to happen. I'm gonna start answering some of your questions now. But yeah, I don't think my relationship to food would have changed the way it has changed if I had lost the weight naturally. I reckon I would have lost the weight and I would have just like gone back to my old ways. But because I was forced to portion control for such a long period of time, like 9 months, I've been conditioned. I feel like you have to be like a very strong-minded person, or you must be very stubborn for you not to be conditioned by the gastric sleeve, because wow, I was conditioned. Like whenever the thing would get stuck in my throat, I was just like, nah, I'm not trying to eat too much again. And also another like amazing effect is the fact that I do not like the feeling of being too full. Like ever since I had the surgery, it's just a horrible feeling. It's like because I used to overeat before, I never noticed how horrible of a feeling that it is to feel like too full. So I always stop myself now whenever I'm like almost full, if that makes sense. But I will be doing another video on how I've managed to lose weight and get under 12 stone. I've been exercising and I've been eating plant-based in a nutshell and using Loom. But I will do a separate video on that so that I can really help you guys. But let's get into some of the questions that you guys asked. Yeah, I didn't really get a lot of questions because I feel like the majority of people got all their answers from my initial one, and everyone's seen me living like a normal life, so they know that, you know, the surgery hasn't really affected me like 3 years post up. Someone said, would you recommend it to a mother? It depends on your circumstances. I would recommend it to anyone that is struggling with their weight and they just are on a roller coaster. And when I say roller coaster, that means that every first of the month or every Monday you're starting a new diet and you just flop. If you just can't get a hold of it eating and you feel like you're addicted to food, which I feel like I would recommend it to everybody. Have you had any side effects so far? Nope, I haven't, thank God. Amazing. 5 tips for gastric sleeve mummy to be. Do you mean that you're expecting? Or I don't know what that means, but 5 tips anyways. 5 tips, follow the liquid diet that they ask you to follow, because it's for a reason. It's to make your liver shrink and it makes it easier for them to do the surgery for you, I believe. Don't quote me on that, do your own research. That's what I found out in my research. Tip number 2, make sure you walk. When you get out of the surgery, when they allow you to, make sure you do laps of your ward. And even when you get home or to your hotel, make sure you do laps just to make sure that you don't get any blood clots, and so that, you know, you recover quicker. It helps you recover quicker when you do that. Tip number 3, use scar sheets. Guys, make sure you use scar sheets, please. Learn from my mistakes. Use your scar sheets, use your scar gel. Treat the scars from when your incision closes. Do it. Tip number 4, eat clean. Try and eat clean leading up to it. Try and get yourself into that routine, and afterwards as well, try and eat clean. Don't try and force a cheeseburger down you. That is shade to you, innit? Go and watch her video, by the way, guys, if you haven't already. This girl tried to eat a burger after she got a gastric sleeve, and BTW, that's very dangerous for you guys to do that, so please don't do that. Try and eat clean. I did not change my diet drastically afterwards. I naturally just didn't like the bad stuff as much anymore. Why is this? Alright guys, more of your questions. Is this how I had it before? Because the camera overheated, so I had to take a little break from filming because I'm not using my contact camera. I'm using my vlogging camera because it's just easier for me to film in my dressing room like this. Did pregnancy affect or restrict your gastric sleeve? Nope. Can you do what I eat in a day video? Absolutely. There's a comment, don't worry. I want to change up my whole channel, but we'll talk about that another time. Did you go by NHS or private? Can you share the cost? I went private, and I said earlier, £2,800. Has it been easy to keep the weight off? Very easy for me. It's been so easy to maintain the weight for me, and I feel like it's because my mindset changed, not just the fact that I lost all the weight. Do you feel like you have body dysmorphia? Absolutely not. Simply because ever since I started doing the inclusive hauls, I feel like before I might have had body dysmorphia, but ever since I started doing the inclusive hauls, I see myself for how I really look now. And I remember I wanted to get a BBL after, but I know I don't need a BBL. Like, I have a nice shape already. If I was to get anything, obviously you guys know one of my insecurities is my long tits. I'll probably get a boob lift, and I'll probably get lipo from my stomach and my arms just to have that, you know, snatched look. But no, nobody dysmorphia. I really see myself for how I look now, and I'm confident now. and yeah, I'm confident now. And I feel like I was saying to my friend I wasn't confident before, and he said no, you must have had some level of confidence for you to be doing YouTube. And I even did bikini hauls when I was big, when I was 200 something pounds. I have bikini hauls on my channel like that, and I was like, wow, yeah, you're right, like I must have had some level of confidence. And then obviously after doing the gastric sleeve and losing the weight, my confidence went up even more. Do you know what I mean? So no, but just move your hair, babe. Can you eat more? Can you eat more compared to the beginning? Yes, I can eat. I can eat. I can eat now, but I just don't over. Like I know limits now. I have my limits now, I should say. I know when to stop. I know when I'm doing the most. I know when I'm like, when I have one of them weeks that I just scoff in my face, I literally sit back to myself, I'm like, girl, you need to calm down, and then I just like get back, you know, portion control. How do you feel a couple of years post-op? Do you still recommend? I feel fantastic, even after having a baby. Listen, everybody said to me if I did the surgery, oh, you won't be able to have a baby. Oh, this. Oh, you need to be careful. Oh, it's very extreme. Oh. Look, I did my research. I knew what I was doing, and everything is fine. I'm fine, okay? And I had a baby, and everything's okay. Thank you. Yeah, I recommend the gastric sleeve. And I hate the fact that it seems like I'm promoting surgery, but it works out for me. It works out for the majority of people that have gone and got it after me, apart from the 2 that gained weight, but they're gonna lose the weight back. They know what they're doing to lose the weight, so yeah. Open about your journey. Oh, thank you for being so open about your journey, as you encouraged me to do it. Massive thank you. What does it feel like now? Do you still feel restricted when eating, and do you still wait 30 minutes after eating to drink? I never followed that rule. Even from the beginning, I would rather have drank and ate at the same time and just eat a tiny bit than to eat and then have to wait to drink 30 minutes later, if that makes sense. So from the beginning, I've done my own thing. I don't think I've really followed exactly the rules afterwards. Obviously I didn't go and like drink alcohol a day after that I did the surgery, but I'm just saying, like, I didn't follow that drinking rule, you know, and I'm not restricted anymore. I'm fine. I can like gulp down water. Can you drink alcohol after? Yeah, you can, but after some time. I don't know how long you're allowed to, but I think that I started drinking before I was even allowed to. I'm not saying I started drinking like a week after, but I think I started drinking like a few weeks before I was allowed to. How much roughly did I lose? I've lost over 60 pounds now, which is not a lot when it comes to gastric sleeve, but for me, I look great. I'm happy with the way that I look, like after the surgery. I did not want to be like skinny anyways. But other people that were bigger than me lost like 100 and something pounds, 100. Like there's even people that have lost like 200, and that's because they were like 300 and something pounds or 400 pounds when they initially got the surgery. Did you experience hair loss? Nope. Loose skin? Nope. I don't see any loose skin on you. I don't have any, and it's only because of God. Even after pregnancy, I don't have any loose skin. The only thing is my stomach feels a bit jiggly. So like I was saying, I am considering lipo and skin tightening. And guess what, you guys, I've never told you guys this before, but I've actually had it booked since 2020. So everyone that I know, all my friends anyways, got lipo a year after their gastric sleeve, and I've had mine booked, but I just keep postponing it, because I'm just like, I don't know, I'm still not 100% whether I want to do it or not. But yeah, I see your scars haven't healed. Will they ever go away? Yeah, they can go away if I go and get cryotherapy or laser or whatever, but I'm just lazy. But I'll get it done though, eventually. If it ever bothers me like that, I'll get it done. But I still wear bikini outside and stuff. I don't really care. Were you able to keep the weight off after giving birth? Yeah, I didn't gain weight when I gave birth, when I had a baby. Was it hard to eat enough while pregnant? Nope, I was eating normally by the time I was pregnant. Do you believe it was the best decision, and why? It was absolutely the best decision, because my relationships with food has changed forever. And now that I'm not dieting right now, I'm trying to change my lifestyle, the way that I eat and the way that I want to be working out like frequently, which I have been doing, thank God. So it's easier for me to adopt this lifestyle whilst I like the way that I look. I don't know how psychologically that makes sense, but it's so much more easier when I know that when I wear my gym wear, I feel like I look nice. So I don't want anyone to comment down below like, bitch, you ain't all that. I feel like I look nice, so it's easier for me to adopt the lifestyle, because I haven't got like a drastic goal or I haven't got like a drastic amount of weight that I need to lose for me to feel confident in myself, if that makes sense. Yeah. said that she's looking forward to hers. Hers is coming up. I'm praying for you, girl. Good luck. Do you regret it? Nope. I don't regret it, and I shouldn't have said that in my last video. I just wish I was able to do it naturally and by myself and without the help of the gastric sleeve, but it is what it is. I got the help and it actually helped me. So, which month did you start eating rice? I don't remember, but I started eating rice very early. But I just made sure I chewed, like I chewed it like down to like paste. Yeah. When did you start to feel hungry? 8 months now and I don't feel hungry. 66 kg. She's 66 kg now from 98 kg. Well done, girl. I'm watching too much Kyra Omnique. I'm watching too much of these Atlanta YouTubers. Man said, girl. Bye. I felt hungry like from when I got up. But when did I start to feel like mad cravings? I don't think I've ever felt mad cravings since I got the surgery. I feel hungry sometimes, but it's not how it was before. Before, I think it was all in my head. It wasn't actual raw hunger, but now I know when I'm really hungry and then I'll just go eat. Well, I haven't had mad, what's it called, hunger. How much can you eat? Has your weight stopped dropping now? My weight stopped dropping from the surgery and from the calorie and from the portion control from the surgery, but now my weight is dropping again because I'm actively doing something to lose a little bit of weight. I don't want to be skinny. I just want a flat stomach and I want to be snatched. How do you get rid of your scars? I haven't got rid of mine yet, but like I said, cryotherapy is my plan and I'll update you guys on how that goes. Start weight and end weight. I started at 102 kg, like I said before. I don't know where I am in kg now, but I'm less than 12 stone now, and I'm not telling you my exact weight because I've got a video coming up on that, and it's going to be a whole vlog from the beginning of how I started this like weight loss getting fit journey, and you guys will find out then. But just know that I haven't seen under 12 stone in like forever. Do I plan on getting any more surgeries? The only thing I'm considering at the moment is lipo, because I just want that snatch look. Like, guys, imagine, because I have a nice shape, imagine this stomach just like like flat, you know, and then my arms slim. That's the only thing I'm considering. But yeah, and after this little emergency surgery that I had, and I was so nervous, I feel like I have my confidence back in surgeries. And I'm not trying to promote surgeries, you guys, that was just very scary for me. And I think the reason it was so scary is because I didn't get to pick my surgeon. To this day I don't know who did that little surgery for me. All I saw was the anesthesiologist. I still don't know. And the NHS, those people, they left plastic inside the abs. I don't trust them. That's why I was scared. But obviously with cosmetic stuff, you get to pick your surgeon, you get to research, you get to, you know, do all of that. So that's the only thing I'm considering. But you guys know I will always tell you guys if I'm gonna do it, or like if I did do it, I will make sure I put you guys on. Last question is, what are you most grateful about? I'm grateful that I have confidence now, like mad confidence. So yeah guys, that is it from me. So thank you so much again to my faves, Teamy, for sponsoring this video. I'm so excited to have that little quick fix whenever my skin feels dull. Don't forget you can use my code CROWN for 20% off. I'm gonna put the link in the description box. If you guys enjoyed this video or you find it helpful in any way whatsoever, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. Don't forget to always work hard and slay even harder, and I'll speak to you guys in my next video. Bye dolls.